Jameis Winston, following in the footsteps of Drew Brees, getting a shot but only on a one-year deal. And then there's Cam Newton, who had to follow in the footsteps of Tom Brady, although Cam had his own resume already in New England, but back for another deal, and people think he's washed. Like, he's done.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in Boston aren't happy that he's back. So as we're looking at this coming season, who has more to prove out of these two guys? Mike T said he thinks it's Jameis Winston. What do you guys think?
For me, it's Cam. I mean, Cam, he's trying to prove that, after COVID, that's when things went south, that he was playing at a high level, that he came in an adverse situation, right? He came in and he had to learn the system. He was signed late. And he didn't live up to expectations. We thought this would be a perfect marriage. We thought that they would figure out how to make him become a better pocket passer, and he reverted to what he always is, and that's a scrambling quarterback that's not that accurate. And he relied on his legs more than his arm, and that's been the knock on him. We thought that McDaniels, the QB whisperer, would be able to get the best out of him, and he hasn't got the best out of him. Right now, I would arguably say that the trajectory-wise, if you talk about the game started, I would say Jameis Winston, outside of the MVP, statistically is right on pace to surpass Cam when you think about how young he is, 4 years younger than him and didn't start for a year. I say that right now, Jameis Winston, I would take Jameis Winston right now over Cam Newton.
Bart, I really respect your knowledge. I do. Every time I'm on a show with you, I learn something. But I think you're really dead wrong on this one. I see a whole system being built around Cam that's going to make it conducive to the way he plays. I'm not looking for Cam to throw the deep ball. I'm looking for Cam to be utilized, his run-pound game, utilized within the system of Bill Belichick. But I do wonder all the time for Jameis Winston, why has Sean Payton kept you stashed all year? Why was Taysom Hill inserted into the line? How come I didn't see Jameis Winston? What is there something so special about Jameis Winston? I see that's what I want. When I see the mayor of New Orleans come out and say, hey, Sierra, hey, Russell Wilson, we want you down here. We want you to be a part of this organization, what you can do for this community. I'm wondering why Sean Payton to come and say, no, Russell Wilson, we're okay. We got Jameis Winston.
Right.
When I feel like you're chasing the ghost of Drew Brees, the stats speak for itself. You're coming into those shoes, now into a turnkey system where expectations are high, and we know what the past history of Jameis Winston has been. Those are huge shoes to fill for somebody that comes in that we thought lacked the maturity in the Bruce Arians offense. Now we're seeing you your first time after a couple years. Who are you going to be? That's a lot of pressure.
Man,
that's a lot of pressure for Jameis Winston.
He's going to arguably the safest space, right? Because
that's the point.
He's in the same system for 2 years. This is a guy who have thrown for 5,000 yards the last time as a full-time starter. He's thrown for 4,000 twice. This guy is a prolific passer.
But Bart, you're making my point. What are expectations for the Saints? Saying all the things that you just said about Jameis Winston, what are your expectations for the Saints?
My expectation is that they're the second best team in the division. I think that they just want to make it to the playoffs and start rebuilding and start getting some of this bad contracts they have. For up in New England, I think they expect to be back and prove everybody wrong. That's why they're going out on this spending spree. Last time we saw a team spend like this, it was Jerry Reese when he spent all that money in free agency and had the 11-5 season. I think the expectations in New England are always high. So the pressure for Cam to try and live up to those expectations, to say, hey, I am the right guy to try and hold Matt Jones or whoever they bring in as a young quarterback, I think the pressure's on him to make sure that he doesn't get replaced mid-season. I don't think it's any threat. I understand Taysom Hill is there, but he's a package guy. Everybody talk about, oh, well, he's going to get his opportunity. This dude's like 30 years old, man. I don't know if he went on a mission or something, or if he's Mormon or something. This dude's old as hell, so he's already who he's going to be. Cam's going to have to try and hold back that potential of a young quarterback behind him.
Okay, I'm just saying, Michael Thomas, what's going on with Michael Thomas? We ask Key all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Key, what's up with Michael Thomas? One of the best receivers in the game. Alvin Kamara. What's up with Alvin Kamara? You ready to go? I mean, one of the best in the game, right? Like, there's a lot of pieces down there that I think also play into Jameis Winston.
They're all looking at him.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, it's going to come back to Jameis Winston and how he handles that.
Well, that defense is tremendous. That's a Super Bowl caliber defense.
That's what I'm saying. You can't waste that defense.
That's part of the argument.
You can't waste it.
Let's get the callers involved. 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. The question we're asking, it's out of these two, or if you have another one that we're not bringing up, which quarterback has the most to prove in 2021? Would it be Cam Newton? Would it be Jameis Winston? Or maybe it's someone else? I will say this. Cam Newton has a resume. So he's already proven himself. He's an MVP. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's gotten paid.
That's all in the
Jameis
same
Winston
season.
is still trying to prove himself as a starter in this league because one team already gave up on him.
And
now he's spending it as a backup for a year, and now he's getting a one-year deal as a starter. That's basically a prove-it deal. If you get a one-year deal, it's generally a prove-it deal. So prove it.
Cam got 2 one-year deals. He's been trying to prove it.
I just said he
for 2
already
years.
has a resume, though, Bart.
Yeah, he
what are you
went to-
proving when you've already been an MVP? What are you proving? I was an MVP.
He had a great season. He went to the Super Bowl. He caught lightning in a bottle. But I feel like Cam Newton has not, lived up to what we thought he was going to be. He's the number 1 overall pick. So is Jameis. I thought that Cam at this point would be able to say that he's going to host a Lombardi Trophy. I think right now it's always been questions. For me, Cam Newton, his comp would be right now, is he better than Colin Kaepernick? Because their games are very, very similar. Right? So I would wonder, like, if Kaepernick came in, would he be a better quarterback than Cam Newton? Cam Newton's skills has diminished. And I know that, he's had a lot of injuries, but you see his body starting to break down before our eyes. And I think that his career is closer to the end than Jameis Winston. I think he may be a guy that only plays 11 years because if he don't perform now, Jameis Winston is going to continue to get opportunities.
I just don't have crazy high expectations for him, for Cam Newton. I don't, because it's going to be part of the system.
This part of his
I have
career,
higher
is he a
expectations for
game
Jameis
manager?
Winston. I'll tell you somebody else I have high expectations for. Dak Prescott, you got the bag. It's
Yeah.
time.
Well,
It's time now.
to me,
It's time, Dak.
outside of those two, to me, Matthew Stafford, because we've been saying that he's been hitting in Detroit, and now he's
These
going
are
to a
good
Super
ones.
Bowl caliber team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.